This video, I'm going to show you how to deal with the 5D energies that are coming onto the planet right now, and I'm going to show you how to best navigate through it. Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron, and I help people expand their consciousness. Now, today's video is going to show you what is happening on the planet right now, how in a way you came for this. Whether you're aware of it or not, you came to be a part of this shift that's going on the planet. And it's something that at a deep level, you knew this was going to happen. You knew it. You knew that it was the main reason you were coming here at this time, because there's more an acceleration of growth that can happen here than ever before. But when you're born here, you forget this. You forget this information. And the information I'm about to share with you, some of it comes from Dolores Cannon, who was somebody, she was a hypnotherapist for 30, 40 years, and she would get people to a very deep level of consciousness to where their higher selves would come through and answer certain questions. Like, why did this person incarnate at this time? What is this person's mission in life? Who are they? All of these different things. What is this relationship with this person? And one thing that consistently came through thousands of people that she had in this hypnosis level of consciousness is all around the world who did not know each other. They said that they came for the shift. They came for this raise in consciousness, this raise in vibration, to be a part of the great awakening that is happening right now on the planet. And I'm going to share with you a little bit about what I've learned through a mixture of Dolores Cannon, the Law of One, which talks about something called the harvest, which is very similar to the same idea, and how this is a time on the planet of us waking up more than we ever have before. Some patterns just don't serve anymore, and we're becoming more aware of letting those go so that we can be in a high vibrational state. And over the next 10 to 15 years, the world as we know it's going to change in ways you can't even begin to imagine. Not just because of technology, but old systems are falling away. New light is coming into awareness. And if you notice, you'll look into the government, you'll look into media, and you'll see a lot of stuff happening that's bringing truth to light. A lot of stuff. And it's because now is the time of this on the planet. And they can't hide things anymore. You know, when it comes to the whole Area 51 thing and all these other things, it's a change in energy. It's a change in awareness that's beginning to happen. So first off, I want to kind of show you this chart right over here that I just made. On my handy dandy notebook, I'm like whatever. Okay, here we go. So, right here, 3D, 5D Earth. So it's like the 3D, 5D Earth split. Now, what is happening is right now on the planet, you can think of this right here as the galactic core. Think of it as a part of the universe that has energy coming towards us. Now, in the same way that we have a sun that gives us energy, the sun revolves around a bigger sun that you could call the galactic core. You can call it many different names, but it's an even bigger sun that sends, and we're connected to, and it sends us energy. And the sun itself changes our DNA. The sun itself changes our molecular structure. It changes the light within our own body. And our own sun does that, but plus this galactic core does this thing that's, you could call an upgrade. Every so many thousands of years, that's why a lot of ancient, what would you call it, traditions or civilizations talk about this time on the planet right now, is because they knew that every so many thousands of years, there is this raise in frequency where there's this pulse of energy that comes from what you could call the galactic core, and it changes the molecular structure of everything in the reality that it's pointed towards. And it could be that the whole universe is going through this type of upgrade, but think of it like an upgrade, like it's cleaning out what doesn't serve anymore, and it gives an opportunity to move up to the next level. Now, what happens is this energy coming from the galactic core comes towards the planet, comes towards us. Now, right now, there are two different versions overlaid on the planet. You could say 4D is time. There's a lot of debate of what 3D and 5D actually mean. But 3D, think of 3D reality as what a lot of us may have been born into. And that is that of duality, good, bad, light, dark, the wars going on, all of this stuff, the level of control that's been in society, and really emphasizing our ego, emphasizing control. That's a 3D level of consciousness. And when we think we're separate than each other, then we emphasize that 3D level of consciousness. Now, a 5D level of consciousness is overlaid in our reality right now, and we have the ability to tap into 5D levels of consciousness. And what is happening from this point going forward is these two levels of reality, which are overlaid, are going to become more and more of a separation. You're gonna be, if you're in a 5D state, you won't be able to perceive of things in a 3D state. Right now what's happening is you can go back and forth. And it's happening right now. We're going back and forth, quite literally. There are times of my day when I might be in a 5D state, when I'm meditating, when I'm doing cool stuff like that. And then there are times of my day when I may go and I may get triggered by something in reality. And as I'm getting triggered, getting brought in and getting frustrated, it brings me down into a 3D level of consciousness. And then my reality is equal to that level of consciousness that I'm in. So this 3 to 5D split is happening right now. That's the one thing I want to talk about. It is happening right now. It will continue to increase as time goes on. The way that Bashar has mentioned it, if you guys know, I like to listen to Bashar. Bashar says it's like train tracks. Imagine there's these train tracks that have been going since 2012. Every year the vibration continues to speed up more and more. As time goes on, we are going to be vibrating quicker and quicker, which means whatever we think is going to have more of an impact on our reality quicker than it would have years ago. That's why you really have to get in alignment with what you want, because what you want and what you're thinking of, or get in alignment with what you're thinking of and make sure it's something that you want, because that's going to come to fruition quicker than ever. Let me ask you a couple questions. Have you noticed that their perception of time has been going by much, much faster? I feel like literally I wake up in the morning, I'm going to make this video, I'm going to do a couple things on the computer, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to come back, I'm going to eat, I'm going to feel like I'm going to bed. Every single day it's like that. Or if I do something a little bit different, then it's cool. But regardless of what I'm doing, time is speeding by quicker and quicker. And they've showed this on the Schumann resonance before. The Schumann resonance, they've shown the frequency of the planet is increasing. Now here's the thing. As the Earth increases, is it ironic that, things in life are very symbolic. We are 75% or more made of water. The planet is 75% or more made of water. Now we on the planet are like the cells of Mother Gaia herself. So as Mother Gaia is going through this shift in consciousness, we are also able to go through this shift in consciousness. She may have already gone through it. We're just catching up. And what happens is these 5D energies that are coming in right now are very high vibrational energies. And what sometimes that means is that there's going to be some pain involved. Not pain like necessarily physical pain, although there may be. But in general, what it could mean is that it brings up deep-rooted stuff right now. And I believe that right now on the planet, from about now to 2022, I believe it's going to be a powerful time of cleansing, of purging. Purging out old childhood memories. Purging out old beliefs that no longer serve. Purging out the negative things in relationships that aren't working. Purging out the toxicity in our bodies. Purging out bad diets. Purging out low vibrational energies is going to be the theme of now until 2022-ish. Dates, time is kind of irrelevant here, but the idea is that right now we're going through this cleansing, and then we're able to move to a completely new level. Now I want to bring, because something that I believe will happen as the energies continue to increase, is that we will perceive more of higher vibrational beings that we're connected to, because we are multidimensional beings who have forgotten that. We exist right now at many different levels. Maybe you've seen some of my starseed videos before, but I talk about how everyone is a starseed. Everyone has connections to different stars. A lot of people just aren't aware of it, but if you're watching this video, then you either are open to that idea or welcome to that idea. The idea or the understanding is that you are an eternal spiritual being. You've lived not just on earth. Imagine how uncreative that is. The only life I've ever had has been on planet Earth, and I've reincarnated thousands and thousands and thousands of times, even though I'm an eternal spiritual being beyond time. No, every single person on the planet, whether they are aware of it or not, has had existences at many different levels of consciousness. But when we're alive in 3D reality, we forget this. We forget who we are. We forget that we're eternal spiritual beings living temporary human experiences. We identify our whole body through our ego and through our senses. And because we forget who we are, we then get lost in the illusion itself. We get lost in this dream of separation. But an awakening is when you start to become aware that, hey, I am a spiritual being. And I've had existences on many different levels of existence before. Now, understand this as well. Earth is one of the difficult places to go. If you're here right now, then you are a very strong soul. You are a very strong being. There are some beings that wouldn't even imagine coming here because of the level of forgetfulness that happens when you come to Earth. Does that resonate with you? As I'm saying these right now, see how it sits with you. Earth is a place you forget before you come here. You forget about your connection to Source. You forget about who you are. And many people go through a lot of pain to get through a spiritual awakening. Now, the thing is that's not a common thing. There are existences and levels of reality that you may incarnate to where you know your whole life who you are. You retain that memory because it's not so dense, because you didn't have parents that didn't know that also, so you don't get conditioned. Because the way it is everyone's just conditioned to their environment until people start to wake up, which is happening right now on the planet. But see if this resonates with you. You are an eternal spiritual being. You exist at many different levels, and when you go to bed at night, you have access to these, but you don't remember when you wake up. Because it makes this illusion that much more real. If you remembered all of that, then it would in a way be giving away the point of the game of forgetting. It's like knowing the future of everything, knowing the past of everything takes you away from the present moment, and it makes it not so fun. If you were playing a poker game and you knew all the cards that were going to come out ever, you'd eventually get bored. But if you pretend, or you at least don't know, then you're actually able to be in the moment and you're able to have this beautiful experience. So how do you navigate through right now, this time when this galactic core, this energy is coming on the planet, is you do a vibrational detox. This is what I would recommend. Do a vibrational detox and become aware of how the things in your life are making you feel. How you are responding to certain things in your life. What kind of foods are you eating? Are you eating heavier foods? Be aware of all of these things. Are the people you're around bringing your energy down? What is happening in your reality? And be aware of that. Now, here's a thing that Bashar has said happens when and if we were to meet ET beings that were of a high vibration. Benevolent, loving beings of a high vibration. If they were to walk up to us, I've shared this a couple times before, but if they were to walk up to us, being so integrated into who they are and being of such a high vibration, if they were to walk up to this, as they got closer to our energy field, we would feel everything within our being that wasn't already integrated. We would feel it get brought up to the surface, and even negative emotions from the past, negative perspectives, anger, different vibrations that we don't prefer to experience. It would get brought up out of the subconscious into the conscious while being close to that person or that soul's energy field, that higher vibrational being. We would then think it was them that was making us feel that way, even though it's our own energy that just is being integrated. So in a way, I like that metaphor, because what it then shows us is that in order for us to be ready for more contact, for more government information to come out that's been suppressed, whatever it is, in order to be more aware of it, we must first integrate this energy within ourselves. We must first go through that of integrating what we could call our shadow. We must go through working through all these different things that maybe we haven't completed for the past. And as we do so, we no longer have to repeat the past, and we let go of all the 3D energies inside of our body. We at least allow them to purge out. So the 5D energies that are coming onto the planet right now are here to assist you. Yes, there's times it doesn't feel the best. There's times that there will be things like past memories getting brought up. There will be times that there will be things like people in your life that you don't prefer to be around because they're bringing your vibe down. But it's all about awareness. Now, something else that's happening right now is people are becoming more aware that you must be in integrity with yourself. You must be in integrity. You must have a positive intention to help other people at some level. In the law of one material, it's talked about this a lot. You must be 51% or more service to others. But here's the thing. Service to others is service to self from a different point of view. Because when you realize that everyone is an extension of you, everyone is a reflection of you, and that everything in your reality is a reflection of you, then when you are helping other people, you are helping other versions of you. So it depends on where the view of self is. Because some people that have attained enlightenment, not that I'm saying I'm enlightened, I'm not, but some people that I've read and seen a lot of people that have experienced enlightenment, like someone like Sadhguru, for example, and in his enlightenment experience, he couldn't see where he began and where he ended. He looked out into this view and he just noticed that he was everything. And a lot of enlightened people get to that realization and they talk about that, how everything is you. This is a cosmic dream. So in a certain way, the reason service to others is so powerful is because at the deepest level, service to others is service to self. Because it's the realization that we're all connected. Now, something else I want to say about this energy coming in, take it easy on yourself. Take it easy on yourself. Sometimes people call these ascension symptoms. You may feel like the energy is just weighing you down. You may feel like you're tired. You may feel like you're getting drained. You may feel all of these different things. Take time for yourself. Take time for yourself. And I'm going to take a little bit of my own medicine because sometimes I have a tendency to work hard at what I do. But something I've been learning more than ever is to take time for myself, whether that's get a massage, relax, read, meditate, swim, ground myself. Take time for yourself. Take it easy. Don't be so hard on yourself. And by doing so, and by being more in your passion frequency, you'll begin to see that you begin to resonate at a 5D level of consciousness. A 5D level of consciousness is like feeling love as your natural state of being. It's being so integrated into who you are that you are passionate and excited to get up in the morning. And it's you having a connection to your environment, connection to your world more than anything you can even imagine. And in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, however long it takes, I believe that this paradigm will become a more dominant paradigm. And right now, from this point going forward, you can be majority of the time more in a 5D light consciousness than a 3D consciousness. And as time goes on, those two worlds are beginning to separate more and more. You don't have to worry about it though. When you're in a 5D level of consciousness, you bring up other people around you. You increase and help this activation to happen. Now, something that I have, if you want to integrate these 3D patterns that you no longer experience them, one of the most powerful meditations I've ever made is on completing the past. You can read the comments below to see what's possible with that. Listen to it for 21 days and watch how your life begins to change. Watch how you purge out these 3D energies and you start to exist more in a 5D state. I'll go ahead and leave it below. Also, I'll be doing more videos like this. The only way you can see these videos is if you actually hit the notification bell. It's the way YouTube does it now. So if you'd like to see the daily vids that I do, I have a lot more good stuff coming. I'm excited to share it with you. And I have new series coming. And many of you may have already seen the new series. I got more videos of that coming as well. And other than that, as always, peace, much love, and namaste.